Iran Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi is in Moscow to consult the Russian leadership on the ongoing nuclear program negotiations with the United States. Meanwhile, American envoy Steve Witkoff engaged with the European partners. The high-stakes second round of negotiations between Iran and the U.S. takes place this weekend in Rome. Here's more.
Ahead of second round of U.S. Iran nuclear program talks, important meetings and diplomatic exchanges are taking place in different parts of the world. On Thursday, Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi was in Russia to consult with Moscow regarding the latest talks between Iran and the United States. He had a meeting scheduled with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Kremlin has offered to do everything in its powers to help find a diplomatic resolution to nuclear program standoff between United States and Iran. On the other hand, U.S. President Donald Trump's envoy Steve Witkoff met with European diplomats in Paris. Iran nuclear talks featured on the agenda. Saudi Arabia's Defense Minister Prince Khalid bin Salman arrived in Tehran ahead of weekend talks between Iran and the United States over the Iranian nuclear program. India has said the ongoing U.S. Iran talks is a positive development and emphasized that dialogue and diplomacy on such issues can lead to mutually agreeable solutions. Meanwhile, the UN nuclear watchdog IAEA chief Rafael Grossi was shown around an exhibition of Iran's nuclear achievements in Tehran. Grossi, however, said verification by the IAEA would be required to make any nuclear deal valid. Earlier, Rafael Grossi met with Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi in Tehran on Wednesday.
It was necessary that we kept the Director General of the International Atomic Energy Agency informed about the course of event because the agency must play a very important role in continuing the process and it must do so.
So where are Iran's nuclear facilities? Natanz. Natanz houses facilities including 2 enrichment plants, the vast underground fuel enrichment plant FEP and the above-ground pilot fuel enrichment plant PFEP. Fordo. On the opposite side of the Iranian city of Qom, Fordo is an enrichment site dug into a mountain and therefore probably better protected from potential bombardment than the FEP. The 2015 deal with major powers did not allow Iran to enrich at Fordo at all. Isfahan. Iran has a large nuclear technology center on the outskirts of Isfahan, its second largest city. It includes the fuel plate fabrication plant, FPFP, and the uranium conversion facility, UCF, that can process uranium into the uranium hexafluoride that is fed into centrifuges. Kondab. Iran has a partially built heavy water research reactor originally called Arak and now Kondab. Under the 2015 deal, construction was halted, the reactor's core was removed and filled with concrete to make it unusable. Iran has informed the IAEA that it plans to start operating the reactor in 2026, when the 2015 UN resolution expires on October 18, 2025. Also, the resolution provided for a snapback clause, which allowed impositions of sanctions in case Iran restarted work on the reactor. However, with the expiry of the 2015 resolution in October, the opportunity to trigger the snapback clause ends. But Trump has directed his UN ambassador to work with allies to reintroduce sanctions on Iran in case the ongoing talks fail. If the parties cannot resolve accusations of significant non-performance by Iran, this process can be triggered at the 15-member United Nations Security Council. The second round of talks is set to take place in Rome this weekend. Fuzail Ahmed and Shubhendu Ghosh's report for DD India.